Most welcome to the Voice of Evolution. I am Preview, and I'd like to keep up with you people going through a very rough time on the planet, and so many are still suffering from worry, sadness, fear, and all these emotional condition, many term illusion. But for the ones suffering, it is actually not an illusion, and it is very painful to see those tensions rise in humanity. While it's easy to override psychology, we need actually to do our part and take responsibility to do that ourselves. And so we are moving really into the realms in which we are getting to know ourselves and need to leave all that the old ways of living behind, the old habits, the old barriers. There was so much in the old world that needed to break down anyways. So on one side of the equation, just be happy that finally broke through, and things that happened just happened. A part of from that, we of course need to rebuild families. We need to rebuild communities. We need to find out new jobs. We need to create new businesses together, and we will, because we are stronger, and we will overpower anything electromagnetic through the crystalline grid system. So today it is important to understand how powerful the word can be should you take responsibility and protect yourself, but not many know how to do that. And I would suggest to really take a week off, a week out of the news, a week out of radio stations, a week out of all that blabber coming from spouses, family members, friends, social media, YouTube, whatever. Stay with me. That was a paradox. But yes, I understand how serious the situation is. And therefore, today, for those especially who do not know how to set up a sacred space with their connection back to their source and their spirit and their spark and what you really are, because so many are still talking about a soul, and that is actually breaking mentality, consciousness, your emotional bodies, so to a low point of consciousness. We better don't talk about it, because soul consciousness is actually ego. Well, that is all we see on the internet, of course, to keep you in captivity. And moving out of the old soul fractures means you actually move into full-time spirit consciousness. So that is easier said than done, right? Why I'm asking you to really take a week off is to get yourself into a peace level, and understand that to a peace level in which your emotions, mentality, your daily tasks, should you have built a structure in the meantime, move at a very slow ease and grace pace. And that is so you can start to see clearly again. And I'd also advise to wear turquoise. Turquoise assists to get the grounded toxins out of the body. So good turquoise would be Australian one. That's a very, very clear turquoise. The one I'm wearing here is Tibet, and Tibet has quite a different consciousness and maybe a little more difficult to work with. Another really good grounder would be the ones from Arizona, actually, and not work with India this time. So I don't know if I have, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So, and moving you into peace, or moving your meditational state into peace, is actually quite easy to do should you want to do that. And that is all about grounding your energy and opening up your energy field to what peace really means, and that is getting the body actually in a higher level of tranquility. So here, ground your feet and breathe in, call forth the lighted meridian construction to anchor into your feet. What I feel is indirectly a pulsation of golden waves through my feet. So breathe that in, even though you do not feel it. It will be there if you invite it and allow it. You breathe that through, and you invite a beautiful white Christ-like grid, and you open that up. Breathe that in, you open that up through the spine. You let the right way just raise far beyond your crown in glory, your crown chakra, and then breathe out. And along that right way, we call for the blue way of truth and peace. Just breathe in, allow it to enter your root and crown at the same time. As you breathe out, it expands and waves that create like a flower of life. Just breathe in through blue and white. Take that up and just breathe it back out, so you create an expansion in your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Just breathe in, take your breath as deep as you can without forcing it through, okay? No forcing the breath, opening the breath of life, of eternal life, and of immortal life. That takes some real construction and really needs a 7-day seminar in which we detox all the bodies, the emotional, mental, spiritual, physical bodies for 7 days. So that is quite a lot to go through in order to open up these celestial bodies and universal bodies, and that into the beyond. So there is a lot to create or to become light again and bring to light body consciousness, with this the purity of the divine. And so we keep it with the blue way. Invite the blue way through your crown. Breathe in. Let it flow to your throat, all the way down, and let it anchor really firm, like a candlestick, a blue way candlestick, all the way in the nucleus of the earth. Breathe in. You hold your breath on the blue way, and you just let it flow all the way, anchoring in center earth. Breathe in once again. So you have that straight line, alright? The next breath, what we will do is we breathe that blue way through again into your umbilicus, and there we expand the blue way into different lines or strokes, moving to your left and right kidneys, okay? So we breathe in the blue way. You stop your breath at your umbilicus. You breathe out and focus that it expands into blue ley lines. Okay, breathe in once again. Stop the breath at the umbilicus. Breathe out as it expands through both left and white kidneys. Let's do it again. Breathe in. You stop at the umbilicus. Keep focus on blue, and as you breathe out, it expands in two lines going through both left and right kidneys. So we have part of the peace sign, right? And now the next level, you breathe in the blue way, both from center earth and through the universal realms, and then you expand, and so it creates a circle of blue light around the spokes you already created. So you have that one straight line through the spine, you have the two spokes going through your kidneys, and the third breath is a circle. And so you have the peace sign, and should always be blue. Other colors will not work, so it's important for you to know that, okay? So breathe in again, and breathe out as you create a circle of blue light around you. Next breath, breathe in again. And here you have your peace sign, and breathe out and just stay a few minutes in your blue peace sign, and you can make it as passionate as you want. You can add any other blue gemstone you wish to add, that you know about, you wish to get to know, and then you just call for the blue way of truth and peace. Blue way, truth and peace. You breathe it in through the crown, and expands immediately sideways, and when it reaches the bottom, it creates a circle of blue light around you. So you have peace. And so your mantra can go, I am true blue peace. Nothing can invade my energy fields. I am true blue peace. Nothing can invade my energy fields. I am true blue peace. Nothing can really invade my energy fields. And if you do that and repeat that during the day, you will feel, you will become so serene and so calm that you will be able to reflect on self once again and release the other emotions. Enjoy it. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for commenting, liking, sharing, pushing the buttons, and coming back to me. So click that bell, and so you get noticed when I'm there again. Thank you so much. Bye.